Thank you very much, Secretary Cabral. Thank you. Dr. Reyes, Dr. Amaral, Dr. Shi, Linda, Dr. Marnan, and I think we have our new Secretary of Social Welfare and Development, Celia Yanko, here. I'd like to acknowledge also the first cousin of Linda Borromeo, Secretary Ed Pamintuan, who is chairman of the Subic Clark Alliance for Development, and who in that capacity is helping Linda obtain a property in the Clark Economic Zone for the Autism Center of Asia. I'd like to also acknowledge the presence of one of S.P. Cabral's predecessors, Dr. Kwasi Romualdez, former Secretary of Health. I welcome to the Philippines all the participants in this conference, and I also, for the Filipinos, welcome also to Manila, welcome to this conference. It's a great honor for our country to host this first ever International Autism Conference. So to Autism Hearts Philippines and its program partners, Autism Speaks, UC Davis MIND Institute, the Philippine Society of Developmental and Behavioral Pediatrics, and the Autism Society of the Philippines for gathering in this conference some of the world's best neuroscientists and medical professionals, educators, and psychologists to share with us the advances made in research and intervention on autism spectrum disorder. Congratulations to all of you. We're especially thankful to Dr. David Amaral and his team support for the public information campaign on this disorder. This conference also launches the Global Autism Public Health Initiative in the Philippines to increase public and professional awareness of ASD, particularly on early detection and treatment, as well as service delivery by those looking after ASD patients. Indeed, there is a need for everyone in the world to better understand autism so that those afflicted with it and their families may be given more sympathy, reassurance, and hope. In this age of speedy technological developments and miracle drugs, we hope science can soon find answers to prevent, if not permanently cure, ASD. Autism Speaks, the world's largest autism science and advocacy group, has built up enough influence to convince the UN to endorse the holding of a World Autism Awareness Day on April 2nd. Congratulations for that. And also, to convince individuals and nations to contribute substantial amounts for research in ASD. With the establishment of GAPH Philippines, we are taking another significant step to gain the Filipino people's support for a disorder that afflicts 500,000 Filipinos. Of the 500,000 Filipinos with autism, only around 2% are undergoing regular treatment, although surely most of them are being given tender, loving care by their family members. And here in the Philippines, we are very proud of our medical doctors and scientists. They are eager to learn from these discussions and to share what they have learned. Filipino doctors and medical personnel are famous and well in demand all over the world. And on top of their competence, the Filipino doctors and the rest of our people have an ample supply of heart, empathy for the sick and the distressed. We're a very caring people, which is why our caregivers are among the most in demand in the world. And we have many specialists in various diseases, as well as hospitals whose level of medical expertise and facilities rank among the best in Asia. That is why we are confident that as we have more awareness and interest in autism, whatever specialty treatment may be required, there will always be, or there will emerge, excellent Filipino doctors and other medical staff to provide it with quality care. Competence, dedication, tender, loving care. They collectively constitute effective treatment, not only of physical illnesses, but also of other ailments, even social and economic ills. I can cite as illustration the turnaround our economy has enjoyed in the past decade. The Philippines has come a long way since January 2001. Time has gratefully erased many memories of that tumultuous time less than 10 years ago when the nation teetered on the brink of political chaos and financial bankruptcy. The public sector debt at that time of 3.6 trillion pesos was larger than the gross domestic product of 3.3 trillion pesos. For our people at that time, it was a time of great difficulty, and because tax revenues were very, very low, insufficient investments could be made to expand health care. And into this dismal picture, we stepped in. I did not seek the office of the presidency in 2001. It was thrust upon me. But rather than shirk from this onerous task, I rolled up my sleeves and went to work, determined to turn the Philippines around. We focused like a laser beam on delivering real results to better the lives of ordinary Filipinos. But as an economist, I knew that to be able to do this, we had to instill fiscal discipline, grow the economy, and invest in physical and human infrastructure, which includes health care. From day one, these actions would form the building blocks of a turnaround that would deliver an unprecedented 36 consecutive quarters of growth, the creation of 9 million new jobs, a stable fiscal situation, and the addition of 53 million Filipinos to health care, especially PhilHealth. And so therefore, I am happy that as we have taken care, I believe, to a large extent, of basic public health, we can now work on something that afflicts 500,000 Filipinos. I am happy that Autism Hearts Philippines is closely linked with other similar organizations worldwide, and that it is playing a major role in linking up with other ASD-related groups in Asia. As our economy regains its growth momentum, I am more optimistic than ever that more public and private investments will be poured into the different areas of public health, as well as into continuing research on special disorders and diseases. I am proud that my husband, Mike, has put in a lot of effort and done his part in addressing the problem of autism in the Philippines. And I trust that with the participation of experts, as knowledgeable and determined as many of our speakers today, the ASD Public Awareness Campaign will soon take off, and we will eventually muster enough support to establish finally that ASD Institute here in Asia, right there in our home province of Pampanga in Clark. To all of you, have a good conference. Mabuhay, and thank you.